Coach Abdeslam Wadu sitting right next to me. Coach, firstly, congratulations once again. Betway Premiership champions, Orlando Pirates, after an extremely long time. The one thing that people will say, though, is sometimes it's easier to win the league than it is to defend it. Would you agree with that?
Good afternoon, everyone. It's really a pleasure again to see everybody, to see the coaches, and to see that we have an exciting season coming. About your question, I think, yes, it was a fantastic moment for us. Of course, that Orlando Pirates was chasing for a long time this title. It was not easy. We have seen a lot of difficulties during the season. Of course, we were exciting. We were working to win this title, but some moment, you know, in the middle of the season, a lot of colleagues were challenging us, were studying us, the game plan. It was not easy, but with the work of the players, the belief, the support of our fans, the support of our management, of course, we all the time believed that we can go through, and it's really a good moment for us to win this title. It was a plan of 5 years for the club, you know, how the club is working. So it was the continuity of the previous coach as well that did a great job. But like you said, it's another season. I think a lot of coaches now are ready to compete, and it will be really a fantastic season, an exciting season. But I was just hearing the partners, the stakeholders of this league. It's fantastic for us as the coaches, you know, because when you come in a fantastic ecosystem, fantastic league, it's easier for us to implement our ideas because we come with a lot of ideas, a game plan. But to implement these ideas, sometimes I have worked for 6 years on the continent, and it's the first time for me that I am really enjoying how I'm working with the people, because the well-being of the players, the staff, but because the stakeholders offers, the club offers this possibility to make our job and to make it sometimes easier. It's not easy sometimes in Pirate, but it's easy.
I like that. So perhaps I can then just jump in, Coach, because we look at your season opener coming up this weekend, and it's an interesting one because the defending champions come up against a newly promoted side. Talk to us about that, because we're seeing also quite a number of recruitments coming through from the Buccaneers, including... I won't say too much about that.
Yes, you know, this season we will have around, if we go through the first stage, around 60 games. So it's a lot. And we have seen in this new modern football that we are playing every 3 days. The players need freshness. We need to protect them. So it's important for us to have some players, you know, some numbers of players, to have a kind of rotation to protect them, but in the same time to be able for us to give some good football, some good show to the fans, because in our days now we are pushing games, but we forget the wellness of the players. For if the player is tired, he cannot give anything, and so the fans cannot see a good football. So for us it's important to have a good team, and the numbers in order to have some rotation.
And Coach, before we move on, I have to ask you this, because we've been speaking about Sibonise and Win, we've been speaking about the crowd attendance. Orlando Pirates were perhaps the biggest beneficiaries of that on average, the biggest home crowd. You had sold-out signs pretty much everywhere you went last season. How important was that element for Orlando Pirates fans to give the support to the team and get them over the line?
I always said that the fans are part of the ecosystem, are part of the show. You know, we had a fantastic support last season. In every stadium where we played in South Africa, it was packed, it was full. So we can see that support. But in the same times, you need to deliver. You need to deliver good football, because in Pirate it's not enough to win. You need to produce good football. And sometimes when you are winning, it's a big support for us. But in the other hand, when you draw or when you don't win, it can be a bit difficult, especially for the young players that have to assume the standard and to play for such a big club. So it's our job to try to work in the mental of the players, to give them the trust, the confidence, to be able to deliver. But it's enjoyable to really to see a fantastic fans, not only our fans, but when you play against Kaizer Chiefs, when you play against Mamelodi Sundowns, when you play against Sekekune, all the other clubs, it's just fantastic. And what I like really, it's the pace of the people when we are watching the games. They are friendly, you know. You can see Pirate fans, Kaizer Chiefs fans mixed together. I think it's unique in the world.
Coach De Cruz, a lot of pressure. We're hearing Coach here saying they're going to be giving you a big run. We heard some of the comments you made after your Toyota Cup encounter. Talk to us about just looking forward to that opening game against newcomers to the top flight of South African football, and also just the pressure that comes with now coaching a Kaizer Chiefs side that finished third on the table last season. And we know the Amakosi faithful. Victory is the order of the day.
Bonjour à tous. Je suis très heureux d'être parmi vous. Je m'excuse pour mon anglais, il n'est pas encore parfait. Donc j'ai mon adjoint qui fera la traduction. Un premier match de championnat, c'est toujours très difficile. Contre une équipe qui vient de monter, qui est sur une dynamique positive. Donc pour nous, on sait que ça va être un match difficile et on s'est préparé. Après, en ce qui concerne la pression, la pression, elle existe partout, que ce soit la pression des fans, la pression consommée nous-mêmes, coach, parce qu'on a toujours la volonté de gagner. Donc pour nous, le plus important, ça sera d'être prêt samedi pour jouer le premier match.
He says, good afternoon to everybody. He's very happy to be there. He apologized for his English for the moment, but he will improve step by step. He says that it's always difficult to play against a club who come from second league because they are in a positive dynamic. But we'll give our best on Saturday. And also about the Amakosi family, he says he knows that there is a lot of pressure, but it's positive for us because the pressure is not only from Amakosi fans, but he put in pressure on himself also. So the most important is how we prepare the game from Saturday, and we will be ready for this first game of this very long season.
All the best to both Kruger United as well as Kaizer Chiefs in their season opener over the weekend. Mamelodi Sundowns were meant to be the enemy this weekend for Marumo Gallants. It isn't going to be the case. However, we do have this message fielded by Coach Miguel Cardoso.
Good day to everybody. This is Mamelodi Sundowns head coach Miguel Cardoso. I would like to salute everybody present, all the coaches, all the representatives of the clubs, salute the new ones among us, the recently promoted teams. Special word for people at home, the South African football fans. Football is back, the show is about to begin. We are pretty happy as Mamelodi Sundowns to participate again in this championship. It's our job, our obligation, our own demand to take the game in the highest level we can. We promise you that. We would like, obviously, to congratulate and say thank you very much for the PSL, for the Marumo Gallants that just allowed us to delay our first championship match. Unfortunately, the reasons are not the best ones. We also want everybody to remember the memory of Jaden Adams and how we are mourning him, but at the same time, how we are living from the love that he brought to all of us. And it's also our obligation, obviously, to honor him throughout all the tournaments. We are pretty happy about the game being almost there. First one, we wish you all the best in the weekend for all the games. Let's hope we have fantastic football games, and let's hope we all enjoy throughout all the season. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Coach Miguel Cardoso of Mamelodi Sundowns. We wish them all the best as they conclude their pre-season.